Go Green Television. Green Vibes, Real Lives.
Yeah, this is Judith Pareno, the PS for Justice, Human Rights and Constitutional Affairs. And here we have the Honorable Shakil Shabir, who is also the chairperson of a body of African parliamentarians against corruption. We have been today together with Transparency International and other bodies who have come in to celebrate and commemorate the Whistleblowers Day. So, and you know, this is so relevant to us because the whole of these 2 weeks we've been going around as the State Department of Justice to do public participation on the Whistleblowers Bill. We have discussed with even the chair of the African Parliamentary Group that previously we've had Whistleblowers bills coming drafted, but they have never come to pass. Right now we have one that has taken into account the contributions that were in the previous bill. We are trying to harmonize so that then we work in the same. We know the private members had done this bill before. The 12th Parliament had done it before. We now want to bring it afresh, and we are doing public participation on it. So to crown it all is when it falls on a time when we are actually commemorating the World Day for Whistleblowers. What are we saying about whistleblowers? That you come out with courage, come out without consequences, come out without being threatened, come out with us having to protect you to ensure that you point out the wrongdoing that is in society without having to be victimized and without having to worry that you're going to be threatened. So the government has come out so clearly that we do justice to the people, we respond to the issues that are being raised, that a whistleblower comes out to point out the wrongdoing and they go suffer for it. We have international standards. Today we have gone through a lot of talk from all our partners today as to how best we can do the best, borrowing from best practices. How best can we protect our whistleblowers? You know why we have to have this law. This is a law that will protect somebody who will point out corruption in society. This is a law that will protect somebody that is going to point out malpractices in society, abuse of power in society. In this Kenya, we are saying it is a necessity. And today I came out strongly to tell the media, it is your turn to speak. To tell the whistleblowers, do not fear. Come out, shout loudly so that we together move. The public participation that we have been undertaking, which today is crowned by all this, has been asking you, the citizens, you, the young people who are speaking, our GNCs, our institutions, to make contribution so that we have the best law that will take care of us in terms of whistleblowing. So I think iko Witness Protection Agency ambaye hata wao wako kwa hii mkutano, ambaye iko chini ya ofisi hii ambaye inasimamia kama PS wa Justice, na hiyo Witness Protection Agency ni ofisi ambaye iko kando na ofisi yetu. Ndio iko chini ya ofisi yangu, lakini iko kando na ofisi yetu ambaye inasimamia na inaweka mikakati. Hata kwa sasa tusiseme hakuna sheria, iko sheria ya Witness Protection Agency na iko sheria ya kushughulikia wale ambaye wanaweza kuwa ndio wanatoa shahidi kwa kesi, wanafikiria wanadhulumiwa. Kwa hivyo tunatoa sheria, lakini pia kuna agency ambaye inaweka mikakati kusimamia hao.
We have been as members of parliament, and I'm the chairman of the African Parliamentarians Against Corruption. There have been individual members' bills on whistleblowers in the 10th Parliament, 11th Parliament, 12th Parliament, and the 13th Parliament. I'm not sure about the 10th, but 11th I know, and the 12th. And now, the Whistleblowers Bill is an essential part and parcel of the toolkit under anti-corruption. We have the Witness Protection Bill, which the PS has spoken about, but truthfully, it's ineffective. There are no funds, and no funds actually dedicated to the witness protection program. And even in the budget, there isn't one. So the Witness Protection Agency, which is a great agency, are hampered by funds, because when you're a witness protection agency, remember, you're meant to take away and take somewhere else, and the person who you're protecting, you're going to have a new life for them. The whistleblowers bill is slightly different, but it is very much part and parcel of the same thing.
What we have been pushing for is for a law that will ensure that there's an independent institution in place to protect whistleblowers, because the nature of whistleblowing may involve whistleblowing against the state, against state agencies, and that is why it is very important that this mandate on protection of whistleblowers is actually given to an independent institution. As per the current draft bill, that mandate has been proposed to be given to the Commission on Administration of Justice, that's the Ombudsman's office, so that they can be able to ensure that and manage even the reports that are coming on corruption and other forms of wrongdoing. Because as a country, our history of protecting witnesses and whistleblowers has not been good. We've seen the fate, what has happened to some of our most prominent and celebrated whistleblowers, some who have lost their lives, some who have lost their jobs, and we feel that this is something so delicate that it can only be done by an institution that is independent, that is eventually filing its reports with Parliament, but not filing or reporting to the executive. Currently, we don't have a conducive environment, we don't have a standalone legislation, we don't have a dedicated institution to protect them or even to receive their reports. We don't have sufficient policies. The provisions on whistleblowing are scattered across different laws, witness protection, the Public Officers Ethics Act, and others. But we need to ensure that we have a comprehensive law which actually guarantees that if a Kenyan goes forward to give a report of corruption or other form of wrongdoing, that the institutions that are responsible or the provisions that are then within the law will then be kicked in, so that they are then protected sufficiently and they are not exposed to the people those reports actually touch or implicate. Engagement that we have had today, the PS, the Principal Secretary of the State Department of Justice, has given a guarantee that we shouldn't even plan with 2 years, which is the pending life of the current Parliament, that we should actually look at this law coming to life by the end of the year. We have 6 months. We have seen other laws that have been processed so fast within the legislative process, such that they have come into law within months or even some weeks or days. And given that this bill has actually been under consideration and we have been talking about it for the last 12 months, I believe 6 months or less is sufficient for us to be able to process it through the different legislative stages, because currently we are undergoing the process of public participation with the draft that has emanated from the Office of the Attorney General. Thereafter, we expect that then it will be the Cabinet will then give that approval so that it can then proceed to Parliament as a government bill. But we believe that the time is sufficient. Time without number, we have seen other bills of high political interest moving so fast within the system, and we expect that is the same process that will be applied here, given that this bill has been in the public limelight for more than 13 years.